Hi everyone, good afternoon or good evening. My name is Mark Joseph Forte and you're watching McCoy Club. So right now I'm here in iMusic Place in Imus. This is one of the coolest places that some of the LGBT persons I know or LGBT community hang out with or hang out to. I can say that iMusic gives a lot of equal opportunities to in terms of employment, in terms of facilities, because there are facilities here exclusively for female, exclusively for male, and there are also some facilities that you can go both, or it's more of a co-ed, they say. And I've also seen some LGBT members here who works as part of the facilities and waiters, waitresses, and etc. Even I'm not sure if the owner is kind of like that. But enough of what I'm talking. Well, like I said, this is really one of the coolest places that me and my friends hang out to. And this is where I'm going to start my talk, or not exactly my talk, but so I attended the LGBT talk happened yesterday, September 23 in Ortigas, exactly in Governor's Place condominium, because I was invited, or one of our good classmates, Kathy, invited the majority of the group to attend, because this is going to be more related to what we are discussing, especially that we're taking MMS111 for gender issues or gender in multimedia. And I attended that forum knowing that I know that I will learn, I know that my mind will open into a lot of things and a lot of opportunities, and yes, I was really satisfied. I'm confident that when I get out from the condominium or on the location, it gives me, it helps me to think more, not just an LGBT member, but as well a supporter, and knowing those kind of challenges and hurdles that they've been going through. So there were three hosts, Mr. Francis Maria Regalato, I'm not sure if that's the last name, followed by Thais Estrada and Sir Mon of the Golden Gates in Pasay City. So Francis, or Maria, called himself Maria, focuses more on the glossary side, more on the terms, more on the technical background or the technical terms as to why LGBT exists. He also explained different kinds of genders, like there's bisexual, there's homosexual, there's people who doesn't like gays or heterophobic, I guess. And he really focuses on the agenda in tackling this kind of differences and this kind of definition as to who we are. And followed by Thais Estrada, who happens to be a transgender woman. She's my idol now because she embodies the type of transgender woman that I would love to. And she focuses on giving her personal experiences when she was a child growing up, when she's transitioning from a man to a woman, and the problems and the things that she encountered having those difficulties in life. And last but not the least, there was Sir Mon of Golden Gaze in Pasay, where he tells his story about being gay way back decades ago, because I think he was like 40 years old. He taught us how to be more expressive in terms of our feelings, and at the same time he also shared his personal experience when he was coming out as a gay person, because we know for a fact that during his time is really, gay is not that open in the community, and there's a lot of things that we need to consider. They consider a lot of things before coming out, because they don't want to compete in the type of the environment that they know that they're not welcome. So, yep, having said that, I will be giving you some pictures and some clips from the forum that I attended to. Hope you guys enjoy.
Yung medyo limited yung pagkakaintindi natin, at least yung pagkakaturo ng gender sa mga kids. So, it's never too late to learn about these things. So, that's why we're here. It's an introduction, no? Like, we're not like super experts like in the field of gender studies, pero we are people who really make it a point to learn about who we are as people and how we interact with each other, no? And like, about us, it's about us. So, let's just set some expectations muna sa subject matter natin. At least for my section, I'm going to deal with the concepts of sex and gender, how they're related, examples of gender identity, and we're going to touch a bit na din on how people practice your sexuality. So, we're not going to deal into like a lot of heavy ethical issues here. We're simply going to talk about identity. And if you feel na like the issues of different gender identities interest you, I think this is a good starting point for you to start your yung personal journey mo to learn more things about this. So it's your first step. It's not going to give you everything, but it's a start.
Question, guys. Will we have a Q&A after?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So part your questions. Then yeah. It's going to be an open forum later.
Alright. So like let's start with the word sex and gender. So before we start with everything else, like could I ask one of you kung ano yung current na
Introduce mo na the speakers.
Oh yeah,
Introduce
sorry.
yourselves plus.
Okay.
Okay, so alright, my name is Francis Maria. I'm the token gay superhero of like a Sleeping Boy collective. Where like I identify as a cisgender male, meaning I'm comfortable with the body I'm in. Like my gender identity aligns with the sex I was assigned at birth, and I'm also pansexual, which means like I'm attracted to different types of people, and I don't think in terms of the dichotomy of male and female. Previously, like I used to identify bisexual, and then like it just happened upon me na it was a bit narrowing for me. So that's how I identify, and gender issues have always been a point of interest for me since I don't know, like 2009. So ayun, like that's my background. Basically yung edgy kid dati who made fun of gay people because he thought it was funny. Tapos na-realize ko na like I don't understand where these people are coming from, and like I think it's not fair for me to say na like ganito ganyan sila. So eventually sa kaka-memes ko, doon ako napunta sa gender studies and stuff. So this gender, kind of meaning your body, like for example, you're born with male characteristics. The gender you have in your mind, your self-image, is male and reflects the body you're in. So congruent siya, isa lang siya. So that means you're cisgender. Transgender means your body does not conform with the gender you identify as. So si Faiz will be talking about this later on. You also have people who don't necessarily identify as male or female, or they could be both. So these are people who don't think or don't identify in terms na lalaki or babae. Ang tawag dito ay non-binary or genderqueer. So this is probably like one of the more complex types of sexuality, no? And marami ding mga genderqueer identities na rooted din sa native na kultura ng mga ng mga societies natin. Like sa Philippines meron yan, sa India meron yan. I'll talk about that later. Meron din mga tao na yung gender nila does not align with your body at all, and they don't identify with any gender, period. So, pasok pa rin siya sa category na non-binary, except these people do not see themselves as gendered individuals. So, ano sila? If you ask them what they are, sasabihin nila sa'yo, tao. It's that general. So, there are also people na intersex. Di ba, sinabi ko kanina na like malaki yung factors na dala ng biology sa mga tao, di ba? How they identify, how they end up growing. So minsan, nakakahalo-halo yung expression ng mga chromosomes and hormones natin na pwede kang, your doctors and your parents might think na you're female assigned at birth. Tapos later on, pagka-puberty mo, pagde-descending genitalia mo, lalaki ka pala. Well, at least that's what your parts say. So these are people who live somewhere in between male or female, and they could identify anywhere between those two. So, when you say male or female, kasi in terms of self-perception, hindi talaga siya either or eh. Kasi you could feel na you're mostly masculine with feminine traits, or it could also be the other way around, na you're mostly feminine with masculine traits. So scale siya, hindi siya polar na thing. Ay, hindi siya extreme thing. So, there's also people who are questioning of their own gender identity. So, the reason being, may mga tao din kasi, sexuality is a process eh. It grows as you grow. So, there are people na hindi pa decided sa gender identity nila. There are people na bata sila, tingin nila bakla sila. Like, I think, I'm a male attracted to males. So, turns out later on in life, you realize na, I'm attracted to males, but like, I don't think I'm a male. Like, I'm actually a woman. So, it turns out na over time, like, yes, you're transitioning, you're questioning yourself, and you come to the conclusion that you're a transgender individual. So, in the discussion of gender studies, important din kasi yung space ng questioning people, ng pagiging questioning. Dahil doon, like, it's a long process na hindi mo naintindihan yung relationship ng pagkatao mo sa katawan mo. And it causes a lot of stress. It's a very trying time for a trans person's life, no? Ang tawag dito sa discomfort na to, it's called gender dysphoria. Na hindi the stress that comes from your identity not aligning with your body. So, I mean, like, everyone wants to live a full life, and a huge part of a transgender experience is committing to a personal, social, and eventually physical transition para mag-align yung identity mo sa katawan mo. So, it often starts with hormone replacement therapy. So, people often take pills or injections na magmamatch yung body chemistry mo sa desired na sex mo. So, yung mangyayari dun is, for example, if you are a male transitioning to female, you're going to take estrogen, you're going to take anti-androgen na HRTs. So eventually nun, yung mangyayari is, effectively, like at least on a biological and a chemical level, ma-achieve mo yung pagkababae. And research shows na the brains before and after transition, like, for example, if you're a male transitioning to female, na after hormone replacement therapy, nasa threshold ka pa rin na you still show some a bit more biological masculinity than most females, pero nandun ka na sa female na side ng biology mo. So, if anyone ever questions kung babae ka because you're a woman of trans experience, full stop, science says so, babae ka. And your body will change in line with your hormone replacement therapy. So, it also affects things like yung tinatawag natin na secondary sex characteristics, no? Like hair growth, yung proportion ng katawan mo, so yung distribution ng bone density and fat. So, hormones can also affect this later on kahit after puberty na.
Oh, hi guys. So, I'm Thais Estrada. I work as an ad manager for YouTube in the Philippines, and but previously I worked a lot with PR and marketing, and my brother's part of Sleeping Boy Collective, and that's how I came into knowing a lot of the people here in the room and invited me over for this talk. I identify as a woman of transgender experience, and I came into that realization, di naman sa kakaming, pero like, siguro when I was in college, when I understood most of the concepts about sex and gender, because I didn't really know what I was. So I looked for what to call me or my identity and found my answers and continually learning. And I'm happy to share that learning with you guys later after my stint in Mindanao.
Tapos,
The geography of Manaybalay is very cold. It's like Baguio. So it's a highland. The city we live in is among a really diverse place. We had 7 hill tribes in Bukidnon, where we live with, who we live with on a constant day-to-day basis. So I'm very exposed to indigenous peoples, and probably because of that exposure, understood a lot of how other people live. That's way different than
My name is Mon
we
Cruz,
or how we
and
live.
I'm the leader of the Home for the Golden Gays. And we are based in Pasay City. We have about 48 members currently, but actively we're joining all the activities of the Golden Gays are 25. Members of the Golden Gays are purely gays because we do not engage in any gay sex activity with other gays. We purely we're not selective, but we go for the real McCoy, for the real guys. So I would say we do not have any experience. And there's Lisa Stars having fun with
Hindi tayo recent dyan, sila Noel, si Romayla.
we are purely
May mga ilan ding nangangalakal yung mga tinatawag na namumulot ng mga junk materials na binibenta sa junk shop. At the end of the day, maski na paano kumikita ang mga lolas na mga 200 to 250, masaya na mga lolas na dahil abswelto na yung hapunan nila sa gabi. At the same time, syempre nakikishare din sila dahil kailangan namin i-maintain yung bahay, which is pagtulong-tulungan namin para the next month may bahay pa rin ulit kami. Kasi napakahirap kasi lalo ng pag rainy days katulad ngayon, pag wala ka talagang tutuluyan, kawawa mga lolas talaga susceptible sa sakit. Kasi pag nababasa ang mga matatanda, humihina ang katawan. Kaya lang, thank God, ang mga lolas kasi mga survivors, malalakas ang katawan. In fact, meron kaming members na 92 years old, si Mother Leonie. Kaya hanggang ngayon, nabubuhay pa rin siya. Siguro yung drive niya to live, ganun kalakas. At yung pagkakaisa namin sa organization, ganun ka-close. Kaya nami-maintain namin yung friendship namin talaga very closely. Maski na wala kaming funding galing sa ibang agencies, nagsisika pa rin kami para mag-survive. Nung sa ganon, maituloy namin yung legacy ng aming founder na si JJ na magpatuloy pa yung naumpisahan niya. Kaya sa Golden Gays may dalawang category. Meron Golden who are 60 above hanggang 92 kasi nga may existing kaming 92 years old. Meron din kaming Silver Gays kung tawagin na nasa 50 hanggang 45 or 46. Ang mga lolas kasi, although puro lolas yan, I'm proud to say na mga pagtisera din lahat ng mga lolas. Meron kaming talents to show. In fact, kung magkakaroon sana kayo ng pagkakataon, makita nyo kung paano mag-perform sa mga lolas. Grandiose. Kasi nga, kompleto kami damit, naka-wig kami, nakapilik mata, everything from head to toe, kompleto ang outfit namin. And most of us are showgirls. Tinatawag minsan kami drag queens kasi we can perform, we can dance, we can sing. Marami kasi mga live singers sa mga lolas. Maraming mga impersonators o kaya mga nagli-lip sing. May mga nag-i-interpretative dance. Meron ding mga lolas na nag-acrobat kasi kailangan talagang mabuhay yung yung activity na ginagawa namin. Kaya pinagsisikapan namin na talagang maging maganda yung outcome ng show na pinipresent namin sa mga sponsors namin. So ganun ang takbo ng Home for the Golden Gays. Kaya kami, wish lang namin magtuloy-tuloy sana yung mga sponsors na sumusuporta sa Golden Gays na gumawa sila ng outreach program. I-provide nila yung, kasi ang immediate need talaga ng mga lolas pagkain. So in exchange, we can really show the group na talagang ang mga lolas pwede pang mag-show. At saka hindi lang pwede pa, magaganda pa rin at our age. Kaya yun ang isa sa mga pwede kong ipagmalaki sa inyo na if we will have the opportunity makita niyo yung mga lolas mag-perform, siguro mapapawaw kayo dahil at our age, pwede pa kasi kami talaga mag-show.